It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and day 4 of a 6-day installation in Pasadena. And we are chugging right along. Greg is running all the wire for the lights and starting to lay in the bones of the irrigation in here, which will be subterranean drip. We've also got some little spotlights. How gorgeous is it going to be at night to have light reflected against this rock wall? I'm super excited about that. And you know, yesterday I got all my bones in. And the way that this morning has developed for me is I found myself drawn to this area here, which is odd because I usually start somewhere left or right of center. But I was drawn over here and I created this little vignette. I had the lambii and the little Apuntia cactus and the colorata, and that was it. And it was just, it needed fluffed up. So what I added to make this cohesive was the sunburst, the Aeonium sunburst, some aloe blue elf, some of these little moonstones, and then for background, I've got a Mr. Toothy aloe and a little barrel cactus. I've also got a Portulacaria afra back there. I stuck the ant on that rock just to get it out of the way, but I'm feeling it. It's super cute, and I think I'm going to leave it there. This vignette, I pulled in Aloe Cameronii and some Mangaves, jaguars back there. Here's my thinking with that. These Cameronii I have planted primarily as cuttings. I distressed most of the roots so that they would turn real red, and also these grow in great big stands rather prolifically, and I'm in no hurry for this to grow. So that was a way for me to kind of maintain and control size. And the Mangave jaguars have a faster growth rate, and visually they just carry a little more weight. So I wanted them uphill and the Cameronii downhill. Behind we have my Pilosoceras Spire Cactus, which are going to be irrigated because I want them to grow fast. These have the potential to get 10 to 15 feet high, and I'm all about that. So in this pot that we sunk, we've got the Mr. Toothy aloe. I pulled in some more of the moonstones. It felt appropriate to tie this together, and I added some little Agave potatorum and as a group. This is a favorite of mine. I get this in the little bowls at Waterwise Botanicals. It is such a great low, kind of almost ground cover. It's kind of mandatory in my designs. Well, we're about to wrap day 4 in Pasadena, and this Sedum rubra-tinctum aurora will be my last plant of the day. I am not done with this bed, although I am getting very close. You remember this morning I was way over there, and now I'm way over here, so progress has been made. Had some inspirations. Check out this broken pot. I pulled this from up top side. If you've got some really interesting broken pottery that you can stage in your installations, it really adds a lot of energy and whimsy and depth. So don't be afraid to do that. Greg has got all of the lights strung. We haven't staged them yet, but these are going to go in key areas throughout the landscape to, accent the plants and cast shadows onto the wall. That's very, very exciting. I think my all-star so far in this installation, and it's different with every one, but this little Agave potatorum is just a winner. That blue, I don't know, but I am just loving that plant. I've been using it like crazy. Lots and lots of golden barrels. You knew we pulled some pots into the landscape. I also added a couple new vases. And look at these adorable little terracotta lanterns I found. How cute are those? There's 5 of them, and I've staged them throughout the landscape. This has been a really, really productive day because we've been able to divide and conquer. I've been busy over here. Greg has been stringing lights and has now started on the irrigation. The guys have been moving rock in the front. We've had Terry here doing the bromeliad garden, which is going to be such a stunner. And Hannah has been working on the bed against the house over here, which is just packed with aeoniums and aloes and crassulas. She's putting the finish work on it right now with rock and pebble, but that is going to be a really masterful installation. Needs to be heavy. Remember, when you're designing, you have to take into consideration the weight around you and all the borrowed landscape. This is a very, very large home. We have a very, very high wall and a lot of giant mature trees and borrowed landscape. We've got a giant pool. So, and some grass, which between you and me, I think I'm working on her. My idea was to create more flower bed areas and then take these concrete pavers and work them through in lieu of the grass, and then plant diamondia in between. She's coming around. I digress. Anywho, so, here, look at Greg's little crassula undulatas. This is going to make a really cute soft hedge here. But this is the money between these 2 windows, and with this giant house, we needed a lot of weight. So aeonium sunburst for the win. All these pots up here that have the silk hydrangeas in them, we're going to plant all those out with sedum morganium. I'm sorry, I'm just like, blah. Yeah, and tomorrow is going to be planning out pots. It's going to be finish work in the design beds and additional irrigation, and then we may be able to start rocking some of our display areas. But we've burned through almost all of our plants that we brought, so lots of progress. Y'all have a really, really spectacular night. I thank you so much for all of your positive comments and encouragement. This is a really long job. This is the longest job that Greg has done since his cardiac arrest in August, and he is doing terrific and loving all of your supportive comments. So thanks, and keep them coming for Team DFS. This is Laura Eubanks reporting from Pasadena with day 4 and your succulent tip of the day.